Yo, how's it going, everyone? It's SSJ Leo TMNT. I have a couple things I'm going to talk about. I guess we'll start off with Robin in general. As many people probably already know who have seen my videos that I am a Robin fan. I've already made two Tim Drake tributes, and I'm going to have one up for Damian and Dick Grayson a little bit later. I guess we'll start off with the origin of Robin, starting off with Dick Grayson having his parents die. Dick Grayson is a very acrobatic character. He's one of the best fighters, right behind Bruce, and he's the one who started the whole Robin gig, so you have to give him credit there. And then next you have Jason Todd, probably the black sheep of all of the Robins or the Bat family in general. He was second. Then you have Tim Drake, which most would consider the detective out of the Robins, and then you have Stephanie Brown, and then the most current Robin, which is Damian Wayne. He's starting to grow on me. I was a little skeptical about him at first, and Tim moving on to becoming Red Robin, but I think both of them are turning out to be a very good addition to the Bat family, and I'm enjoying the Batman Reborn titles and everything. But it will be nice to see Bruce Wayne come back soon. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? With Dick Grayson, his parents dying, Bruce taking him in. And then over time, he really developed as a character, the acrobatic fighter, led the Titans, very smart detective, and well, over time, him and Bruce had a fallout, and as we all know, he became Nightwing. I feel that's a very strong moment in Dick's history of his character. It showed that one of the very first sidekicks to move on and start doing things their own way, his own city, his own environment, everything. But it's a good thing he stuck to his roots. Whenever Bruce needed him, he's always there to help. So that's one thing good about Dick Grayson. He didn't just leave just to leave Bruce, but to really just get his own thing going as his own person, his own man, just taking up responsibilities of a man that he needed to do. And it's a good thing that he still comes back now and then when he's needed. And next you have Jason Todd, black sheep of all the Robins in the Bat family. Some people say he was very unessential to the Robin thing, like he was the lousiest Robin, but I kind of have to disagree with that, and I'll go back onto that. I'll come back to that. Next you have Tim Drake, the third Robin. Now this guy was, as you would say, probably a stalker in the sense, if you read A Lonely Place of Dying. It's kind of funny, actually. Tim Drake's a very interesting character. I love the way he was introduced, trying to get Dick Grayson to go back to being Robin, because it was obvious Bruce needed Robin after the death of Jason Todd. This guy was going crazy. He just needed someone to lighten him up. And Dick Grayson wouldn't go back to being Robin because, as he stated, you can't learn how to become a man. You don't learn how to go back to being a child. It's that Dick Grayson viewed Robin as the child's sidekick. So, well, in turn of events, Tim Drake ended up becoming the next Robin. And going back to the thing about Jason Todd is what made Tim Drake's transition so interesting as becoming Robin. If you read Robin Hero Reborn, he just all the transition he had to go through. Thinking about Jason Todd, and he didn't want to mess up the whole Robin legacy. It's like a lot of heavy shoes to fill, a big hole to fill to become Robin because of what happened to Jason Todd. He didn't want to fail Bruce or fail the Robin legacy in general. So I feel that was Jason Todd was essential in that part of the point. And when he does come back later and fights Tim and Jason, that whole thing that took place in Teen Titans. Very, very interesting. Then there's Stephanie Brown. She wasn't Robin too long, so there's not really much you can say about her time as Robin, other than the fact that, well, at her time when she was introduced as Spoiler. And she was basically a partner of Tim, I would say, but her time as Robin was really short, so she didn't really have time to really do anything as Robin. So I can't really comment too much on that outside of her being maybe Spoiler or Batgirl now. I think time and development will only help that character. And then you have Damian Wayne, of course, the current Robin, who to explain his origin is a little tough because we don't know the 100% of his backstory other than Talia. Well, his mother basically made him from DNA of her and Bruce, of course. a little skeptical about Damian as Robin at first and Tim moving on to become Red Robin, but you know, I'm actually enjoying it a lot. I mean, Damian's a pretty humorous character. I love his humor. He brings a lot. He brings something different to the Robin mantle than any of the other Robins ever had. He's arrogant like Jason Todd was, but that's about the only similar thing I see about him and any of the other Robins. But he's a tough kid, and I think he's a very interesting character, and I think maybe a mini or he could be a mini or so away from maybe getting his ongoing. I mean, I'd probably pick it up and see what it's like, but I think he needs more development and more of a supporting cast before taking any giant leaps like that. Now, starting from the beginning, when you put everything together, I feel Dick Grayson is one of the most important Robins. Of course, he made the Robin mantle, and he made it what it was to be pretty much the first sidekick. So you have to give Dick Grayson big credit in that regard. Then you have Jason Todd. You can't really say how much he did for the Robin mantle other than the fact that he showed what happens when you get reckless, and then he died. So then you have Tim Drake. I think you say Dick Grayson made Robin. I say Tim Drake revolutionized what it means to be Robin. But without Jason Todd's incident, I don't think that would have been possible. So therefore, I think Jason Todd plays a big part in Tim Drake's evolution as Robin. And then Stephanie Brown and Damian, as I said, Steph didn't have enough time as Robin, and Damian, we have yet to see what he'll do as Robin. So maybe Robin, I thought as Tim as Robin, I didn't feel he was really a sidekick. Maybe they'll go that extra distance with Damian to show that Robin is no longer a sidekick someday. Who knows? But I didn't really feel Tim was like a sidekick as much as Dick Grayson's days was as Robin. I felt Tim was more of a partner to Bruce than a sidekick. They played off really well together, and I love the dynamic between Dick and Damian. Their dynamic is very interesting, and I think they play well off of each other, just like Tim and Bruce did. So I'm looking forward to that, and it will be interesting to see what happens when Bruce returns. Now I'm going to talk about Tim's recent adventures and his new identity as Red Robin. As I said before, I was a little skeptical about Red Robin when I first heard that's the direction Tim would be going. But, you know, after reading it, you know, I'm starting to enjoy Red Robin, so I have some of the collection right here. Well, pretty much all the issues up to 12. The whole Chris Yost run, so I think Chris Yost has done a great job with the Tim Drake character. So here's Red Robin 1. Then you have Red Robin 2. Red Robin 3. Issue 4. And issue 5, the people of I don't know if people want to pronounce it Ra's al Ghul or Ra's al Ghul, because I've heard both. So I'm more accustomed to Ra's al Ghul, but Ra's al Ghul is fine too. I guess it just depends which version you're using, because I've heard both pronounced differently. And here's issue. Oh, this is a beautiful cover. Issue 6 of Red Robin. I love that. Just standing over Gotham, I presume. Yes, very, very interesting cover. I love that cover. And then you have issue 7. Yep, very good, very good. And issue 8. This was a great issue. It really showed Tim Drake's the way this guy thinks when he gets into a battle. I mean, if you're gonna fight this guy, you might want to try and take him out quick, because if you give this dude any time to think, it's probably gonna be over, unless you're really skilled. Beautiful cover yet again. See the rain coming down. His return to Gotham. It gets a little slow, but of course it's going to happen, because he just had a climax against Tim Drake against the Council of Spiders. So pretty good series thus far. And of course the crossover with Batgirl that tied in with Red Robin. Whole story going together. And then issue number 10. Yes. And then on this cover you can see Batgirl. That's the other part of the crossover. And then behind that